welcome back to my channel. My name is Shauna. If you're new, hi, hello, how are you all doing today? So today's video is going to be a August Playing With Me video. I know these are my most popular videos, but I do really enjoy doing them, so I decided why not do one. So I'm just gonna do one. This theme is sunflower theme. I have now planned out everything. Let me tell you, my creative block for this month was so bad. I was so upset. I was like so frustrated because I could not get it for my life at all. I was like, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing. So in this journal here, I planned out everything I want to do for the month of August. I am so sorry about that. My tripod decided that it just wanted to fall. So, this is kind of my plan. This is my color palette. I changed it up a little bit, but a majority of the colors are in here. I have some doodles, super sloppy, not cute at all, but that's the doodle plan. We have this here. We have my mood tracker plan, my washi tapes if I use washi tapes, and I'm depending on if I actually want to stamp or if I want to draw them out. We'll see. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for this month. So I'm starting this with blank pages. I haven't drawn anything or anything like that out. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to draw everything out in this journal. So we are going to start on a fresh page, like so. And I'm leaving an extra page for the last week of July, because of course we need that. But I'm sorry, I kicked it. This is what July looks like. What I mean by the little squares, I don't know if I'm going to write out every number or if I'm just going to draw the square in and just fill it out per day. I might do that because that seems a lot easier. I do have stamps over here, but it's making me nervous because the ink was smudging when I was testing it out on this page, which kind of makes me nervous just because I don't really want it to smudge for my entire thing. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not. But today is the 17th, and I decided to just do this now because next weekend, the 25th and the 26th, which is what I was originally going to plan, is a no-go because I have work. So I thought I would do it now. So that's what we are going to do. I am going to now just trace everything out and get started, and then I will be right back with you guys. Hello guys, welcome to Voiceover Shauna. We are going to hop right in with this month's theme, which is sunflowers. I'm so hype. I'm very excited. I did talk a little bit about it in the intro, but this was a very tedious and long month of bullet journaling. I'll be honest, all the petals and all the detail that went into these drawings is definitely time consuming, but that's okay. It is done now, nothing to worry about. I am very happy with how this month came out. I was not too concerned about being perfect and precise this month. I don't know what it was. I was just very into just being imperfect and kind of just going with the flow and to see where my pen drew the line, basically. So as you can see, I do sketch everything out, but I kind of just wait and see how it's going to look once it's all really done to determine if I like it or not, which probably isn't smart, but I do it anyways. So here I am doing my little bees and filling them in, and you saw me fill in my sunflowers. I decided to add in the little bees just for a little extra detail. I definitely really am happy I did this because I think it adds something so cute to it. I don't know why, I love it. So I don't know what I was showing you guys there. I just kept flipping through for some reason. But yeah. Now I'm doing little dashes for the bees, and then I go in and do my calligraphy for the month of August title. I decided to do 2 different fonts this month, so I did the kind of like lengthy caps, like all caps, and then I decided to do a little bit of cursive just for fun, and just trying to kind of incorporate 2 or more different fonts, because I think that's so fun to look at different fonts and not looking at the same font every single time. So that's what I'm doing. This is my quote page. It says, "You are my sunshine." I love that little quote. I think it's so cute. And I thought it tied perfectly in with the sunflowers and the bright colors and the amount of summer vibes I get from this. But let me tell you, this was so hard to think of and figure out. I don't know what happened to me this month, but my my creative block was so bad. I sat and stared at a blank piece of paper for literally a half an hour trying to figure out what I wanted to do until me and my boyfriend came up with this to do. So I was just like, oh, I have no idea what I'm doing this month. And I really needed to get it done because next weekend I have work, so I can't do it next weekend. So there's that. But now I'm coloring in the sunflowers. I ended up coloring it in a little bit too much because it really started to bleed through onto the other side. And I'll show you guys that in a second. But it was really bad. But it's okay. You know, we learn from the mistakes. And I didn't do that the rest of the time I drew with them, and literally it looks perfectly fine. Like, there's really no bleeding whatsoever. There's a little bit of ghosting, but no true bleeding. But I feel like with the Look Drum pages, they're a little bit too thin for real markers, which is why I really want to get an Archer and Olive notebook for my next bullet journal, because they have very thick pages for all different types of media. I'm sorry, I keep getting like the hiccups, but I'm trying not to make it like super loud. So now I'm coloring in the stems. This is where I really started to just do whatever. I wasn't too careful with where I put the green. I kind of just put it where I wanted it. And then I color in the bees a little bit with yellow if I haven't already done that. And then I move on into the next page and coloring in the little bees. And then I move on into the monthly calendar spread. I think this cover page is so cute. That's the bleeding. Not fun. But we work with it. We make it work. Sadly, I don't have any whiteout. But I kind of just live with it. I don't really mind bleeding too much. It doesn't really bother me all that much. I know other people are very particular about it. I really don't care. But it is what it is. Now I'm just tracing the boxes out for my monthly calendar. I think I accidentally messed up. I think a majority of the boxes are 7x7, but the last column is 8x8, I think. I did that by accident. I really didn't mean to, but it just happened to happen that way. Or happened to, I don't really know. Happened to fall that way. But I think I messed up on the monthly calendar. I think I did it wrong. I don't really know what I did. We'll figure it out. But I have an extra box, which I don't really remember having an extra box for, but oh well. But now I'm just writing out August. And yeah, I'm sorry if I say so much. I try to really refrain from it, but it's so hard because I'm so used to saying it. But now I'm going to go in and trace my little bees and trace my sunflowers and write out the days of the week. I definitely think tracing everything and having everything in color makes it look 10 times better, because when it was just in pencil, I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this. I'm not going to like this. I don't know what to do. I have to deal with this for a whole month. Like, I'm never going to want to use it. Turns out that was definitely not the case. I really do like how this month's spreads turned out. I feel like every single month they keep getting better and better. I don't know if it's because my skills are improving or I'm just more okay with the fact that life's not perfect, and neither are my spreads going to be, and that's okay. They don't have to be, which it could be both. I could be getting better, and it could be the fact that I care less about how perfect my spreads are. So yeah, I'm going to color in the petals and then color in the stems. I also decided to add a little bit of grassy stuff at the bottom of the stems so they just weren't going to float on the page. More looks like they're actually growing out of the page. Now I'm coloring in the bees, and I'm going to add a little drop shadow. For some reason, I've been obsessed with drop shadows recently. I don't know what it is. I think Amanda Rachel is rubbing off on me, but I love them, and I think they're so cute, and they add so much to spreads. Now I'm going in with my jelly roll, and I am going to add a couple of details to the big sunflowers. And then my phone died, so it cut out, and then I added a little bit of stuff to the other sunflowers on my other page as well. But now we are moving into my habit tracker. I'm doing a little bit different of a layout this time. Instead of writing out all the numbers, I'm kind of just writing out the boxes. I definitely think I messed this up. I think I added way too many boxes, but that's okay. We just won't mind that towards the end of the month. And then I trace out all the boxes, and then I write the task and the day of the week at the top, because I was writing out every single number of every little monthly calendar last month. Well, technically this month in July, but it was so rough and it really hurt my hand to do all that. But then I got a stamp to help me. But it started to smudge when I was testing it out, and I was kind of too nervous to test it out again and do like a full page and then it'd be all smudgy. So I decided just to draw them. And I decided to add a couple of like sunflowers peeking out from behind and some bees, and then the calligraphy at the top as well. I just thought it all tied together really, really nicely and looked really good. And I think the black, the brown, and the green, and then the yellows, they all look so good together, and they all just, I don't know. I just really liked the way everything looked together towards the end. I don't know. But it just looks really cute, and I'm really excited about it because I really thought it was going to turn out so bad, but it did not, which is great. Okay, now I am moving on into my mood tracker. I do think this is my least favorite spread I have. I don't know why. I just don't like the way the sunflower looked, but I could not get it any better than that. That's how it was staying. I couldn't do anything about it. I was super frustrated at this point when I was tracing and drawing everything in. Even before I was actually tracing, I was super frustrated. But I ended up taking a break, getting some food, which is why sometimes the lighting, you'll see it in the beginning, the lighting's okay, and then it gets kind of like a little bit darker and the lighting gets a little bit brighter because I'm using my ring light. But it was just, I don't know. It was a mess tonight doing my whole bullet journal spreads, I think. And it took a span of at least 4 hours to complete because I kept taking a break and I got so frustrated because I kept messing up, which is why I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hate this. And I took a break, I got some food, and I figured everything out. And in the end, I love it. So see what happens. God always has a plan. So now I'm doing the little like dashes for the bees as well, just around the whole page, just to add something different. And then I go in and I color in the little key area, and I color in the big old circle in the middle brown, and I do dots for about 10 minutes, but I cut that out because yikes. I definitely think I had over an hour worth of footage, and then I sped it up ×2, and then I definitely edited a lot of stuff out that just took way too long, and I don't know. Something about editing just makes it so much better to see it all come together, but I edited a lot out because sitting through an hour-long video would not be fun, and in real time, good lord. So this is new for my bullet journal. I have yet to do this. I started off super slow, with my spreads, I would only have the basic necessities spreads because I didn't want to overwhelm myself and then never use my bullet journal. So I decided I would wait a few months, get into the swing of things, and then start to add in some different spreads. So I decided to add in a sleep tracker and a brain dump page. The brain dump is mainly because things are starting to pick up where I live. School is starting to get a little bit different, and it's starting to kind of sprout into something, I guess. And the plans are starting to change and things are starting to evolve here. So I'm starting to need to just write things down so I remember them, because I did not set up my bullet journal properly when I first got it. I was just too excited, so I just started planning right away. I didn't set up a future log or anything, which now I kind of regret, but it is what it is. I can do that for my next one. So I really needed a brain dump page, and then I decided that I would track my sleep because I've been having a lot of trouble falling asleep recently. So I thought tracking my sleep would help me understand my sleeping patterns and maybe why I'm not falling asleep. I don't know. But I decided to add both of these pages. They're super, super simple and super minimal, which I like. There's not too much to them, but at the bottom of my sleep tracker, you saw me do a little sunflower that I'm about to color in just to add something to it. And of course, I have the little yellow bees flying around everywhere to add something as well. But I decided to do these two different spreads just because I also have work, so I'm going to have to write things down and just jot them down really quick. Instead of putting them on my calendar, I'll put them in my brain dump. So that's why I decided to do those two. I know brain dumps, sometimes I never use them. That's why I never really did it. So that's why I just waited. But moving into my final spread. Woo! I'm so excited. Thank goodness. This is my first weekly. So I kind of messed this up. I started it off on a Saturday, which is the first day of the month. So now it ends on a Friday. So now I'm gonna I don't know what my plan is. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Usually on the weekends, I don't have anything really to do anyways. Besides me now, I'll be working. So there's really no big thing that I would need to plan out for I think it's the 8th and 9th. So I'm not too worried about that. But you know, so I don't know. I kind of just messed it up for myself. Now I am just going in and tracing out the sunflowers and writing in the numbers and the days of the week. I decided to center the days of the week just because I thought it would be something different and fun. And then I go in and color, and then I also go back through and I go in and add some more details. Of course, a drop shadow, as always. We love them. Super cute. And then I color. Now I color. I think coloring, the color just brought it all together. I don't know. Especially adding, the little details. And I really like this month. I can't stop saying good things about it. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hope you guys enjoy the spread, and if you guys ever make any of my spreads, please let me know. I'm thinking about making my Instagram public so that if you want to follow me on Instagram and tag me in anything, you can. I would love to hear from you guys. So now I'm going back in and adding in some details and highlighting and just doing some different things just for fun. And fixing some mistakes that I missed. And now I'm going in and highlighting every other day with a different color. So I'm using this light brown and the yellow. And then I'm going to go in and write in the days of the week or days of the month on my calendar. I didn't want to show you guys all of that because that got really boring. And then I had an extra box, so I just decided to do horizontal lines to kind of eliminate that. And then I'm adding washi tape because we always love a little washi tape. I really struggled with peeling the washi tape, but we got it under control and we got it down, which is all I care about. So I decided to add 2 different colors of yellowish and orangish washi tape to the You Are My Sunshine, just to add something else because I thought it was just a little too minimal for my liking. So I did that, and that is pretty much the final thing. So this is the final flip through. I hope you guys really enjoyed this month and the theme. If you guys ever recreate it, please let me know down in the comments and leave your Instagram and I will go check them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys have been showing me. It means the world to me. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye everyone.